Hello, and welcome to part 2 of our Systems of Equations study guide review. Now in this series of videos, we're going to go through page by page for the study guide, and of course I want you to make sure you do the study guide before you watch this. This is a good check to see that you're getting all the answers correct. And it's also, it wouldn't be helpful to, this is good if you're like stuck, but it wouldn't be helpful to watch the video before you take the test, because I'm kind of giving away all the answers. So keep that in mind. There's also a part 1 which covers the first page. This video will try to keep just to the first page. Alright, sorry, the second page. So page 2, we have this long problem with a lot of yes-nos. We've got to be careful on the yes-nos, make sure we understand what they're asking. So in this one, Bryant and Jordan family visit a zoo. The zoo charges different amounts for children and adults. In the following system, okay, this is important. Now you might miss this, but that's why I'm going to underline it for you. Oop, not underlines. A represents the cost of an adult ticket, and C represents the cost of a child's ticket. So they're defining what the variables are, A and C. First equation of the system represents the amount of money that the Bryant family, so the first thing I'm going to do is label it Bryant, and the second equation represents the amount of money that the Jordan family, so Jordan. Okay, because now they're going to ask us questions about this. Which of the following statements are true? The Bryants take 12 adults and 16 children to the zoo. Alright, so to answer this, I'm really only looking at this equation right here, because this is the Bryants, so I don't even care about the Jordans right now, and it's a good way to do these problems. Bryants take 12 adults and 16 children. Now in this equation I see 12 and 16, so that might be true, but again, what does our variable stand for? A is the cost of the adult ticket, so let's see, this would be 12 times the cost of the adult ticket. That would be the total amount charged for adults, and then C is the amount of a child's ticket, 16 times C. So I feel like that makes sense, and if we go through and see if each one, remember, A is the cost of an adult ticket, C is the cost of a child's ticket, and then 12A means 12 times that. So for the first question, I'm going to say yes for A. Alright, second equation, or second problem, there is a total of 22 children at the reunion. Okay, so the way we're going to answer this is, again, we're looking at children, so the C represents the cost of a child's ticket, so I'm looking at these two, both equations, but both of these. And it looks like, since C is the cost, 16 times C means the Bryant family brought 16, and this says 8 times C, so this is 8 total. So if we can just add up 16 plus 8, we get a total of 24. What do you think? There's a total of 22 children at the reunions? Well, if that's true, then for some reason the Jordans and the Bryants bought 2 extra tickets, so I doubt that's what's happening. So that B is going to be a no. Okay, understand why I'm writing yes, no. You do realize that these questions on the test are not going to be the answers, or are not going to be the same answers. So we just got to go through it and make sure we're understanding and reading each one. Alright, next, going on to C. There's a total of 18 people at the Jordan family reunion. Well, 10 is the number of adult tickets they buy. 8 is the number of child tickets they buy. 10 plus 8 would give us 18. So there's a total of 18 people at the Jordan family. And again, we're talking about the Jordan. It's the second equation. So this one is going to be a yes for option C, or question C. Alright, now moving on to D. This one's definitely a tricky question. It says 16 represents the cost of a child's ticket for the Bryant family. Now, this is tricky because see how 16 is associated with a child's ticket? But let's go back to what our variable is talking about. The C represents the cost of a child's ticket. So this 16 doesn't have anything to do with the actual cost. 16 is the number of people that are buying the tickets that cost C dollars that we don't know yet. So 16 represents the cost of a child's ticket. That is definitely a no for D. I'm sorry I'm not lining them up here, but that's why I'm labeling each one. So you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, next on to E. 10 represents the cost of an adult ticket for the Jordan family. So looking at the Jordan family, 10 represents the cost of an adult. Okay, well this one's almost like the exact same question. 10 has nothing, that's the number of adults. That has nothing to do with the cost of the adults, so that's another no for choice E. Moving on to F, the Bryant family spends $120 on tickets for children and adults. Alright, this is another one of those, are we reading? It's asking about the Bryant family. Bryant family is the first equation, and the cost of 12 adults and 16 tickets is $176 for the Bryant family, so not $120. That, again, is a no for question F. Alright, and together the family spend $296. Alright, let's do a little math on this. So the total spent on each one of those, we're going to add up 176 and 120. That, in fact, does add up to 296. So choice G is going to be a yes. Alright, I guess since this is the only thing we have on this page, what I'll be looking for you to do on this page is, last time we had a weird face. This time, let's do, see if you can make sort of like an apple. Or a cherry, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it an apple. Just draw some kind of apple-like fruit on your page so I know that you watched this video. Now, I really want you to be cautious about the yes-no questions on here, because there might be different kind of tricks or different things. This one didn't even ask us to solve the system, but this is a system we can solve. I would solve it with elimination. Alright, so be cautious. Go over your study guide, make sure you have the correct answers. I will see you for part 3.